Today we are going to create a weather app, and the interesting thing of this application is that we are going to get the data from API. This is the API that we are going to get, and we are going to show the temperature, the humidity, and also the weather. For example, here I need to enter a city. For example, I will put here Barcelona, and here it is the temperature of Barcelona in this moment, the humidity and the weather. I can also do the same with another city, for example, Madrid. And what happens if we put some city that doesn't match with any city? We are going to show an error. Okay, this is the app that we are going to create. So let's start. First thing that we need to do, I will create here a new folder in the desktop. I will call Angular, and then I will open a new terminal, and I will move to this terminal. In order to create a new app, we need to use the command ng and the number and the name of the project. In this case, I will call it weather. Then, which style sheet formats would you like to use? In this case, I will choose SAS. And then, do you want to enable server-side rendering? I will put no. Okay, now we need to wait a little. Okay, once the install was finished, I will move to the folder that we have here, weather, and I will open with Visual Studio Code. Okay, now I can close this other terminal, and I will open here a new terminal here in Visual Studio. I will go to View here, and I will click here in Terminal. And in order to see if everything is correct, I will execute the project with the command ngserve. I will put here the -o in order to open automatically Google Chrome. And here, would you like to share pseudo? Well, this message is going to appear only one time. We can put yes or no, doesn't matter. And now I need to, okay, let's wait a little. And here we have our app that is working well, and all of this code, it is here in this folder in crc app and app html. I will select everything, and I will put here a new title for now, app weather. I will save the change, and here we have app weather. Okay. The next thing that we are going to do, we are going to create two components only. Here in the app, I will click here new folder, and I will call it components. Also, I will create another folder that it is going to name. The name is going to be service. We are going to create only one service in order to get the data from the service that we are going to use. And also, we are going to use only one interface, so I will create a folder interfaces. Okay, now I will, in this moment, I don't want to use Bootstrap. I will use another one that it is Bootwatch. It's Bootstrap, but with themes, you know. Here you have plenty of themes to use. You can use all of the classes of Bootstrap, but this one is better the design, you know. Okay, here in this case we are going to, I will choose this one material. I will put here preview, and you can use these beautiful classes, and also you can use all of the classes of Bootstrap. Okay, for example, in order to use this, we have two ways. One is install the library through npm manager, or we can put here bootwatch cdn and go to this sites, and here you need to choose which is the theme that you want. In this case, I want to use Materia, so in this case I need to search for Materia, it is this one. So I will click here this tag. I will go back to our project, and I need to put this tag here in the index HTML. So I will copy here, I will save the change, I will close the file, and then I will see if everything is working. I will copy this navbar, I will put here copy code, but before that I need to create the two components that we are going to use. So I will open a new terminal here. If you don't want to stop the project, you can go here and click here new terminal, and I will create two components. In order to create two components, you need to put ng g c, and I want to create the components within the folder here components, and also I want to call it navbar to the first one, and then for the another one I will call it dashboard. Okay, we have here the two components. I can close here this terminal, and I want to render this component navbar within the component HTML. Okay, I will put here app navbar. I will save the change, and here we have an error and says that navbar is not an node element. This is because we are using a standalone component, and we need to say, okay, here in the component app component, I want to render app navbar. So in the app component ts, I need to import this another component. So I need to put here navbar component. I will save the change, and now we are rendering here navbar works. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is in the navbar HTML file, I will copy all of this code that we copy from the bootwatch, and here we have this navbar. I will clean a little this navbar. I want to have only this word. So let's go back, and I will delete everything. This div I will delete, this button also, and this here I will put weather. I will save the change. We have weather. Okay, but I want to have the weather here, and also this is a link. I don't want this. It's going to be a span, and here I will put span. This href I need to delete, and here I will use the class container only. Let me check how it look like, and here we have weather. So now we are going to work in the dashboard component. I'm going to put an image on the left, and we're going to put a button and input in the right. So let's go to the dashboard component, and here I am going to create a new row, and within this row I will put a call. That the first call is going to have a size of 4. Here we are going to put the image, and then we are going to put, I'm going to create another call, but this call it's going to have a size of 6. I will save the change. Let's see how this look like. I will refresh that, but okay, here we have the dashboard, but we need to render the dashboard. So let's go to the app component HTML, and here I will delete this, and I will put app dashboard. I will save the change, and here we have this problem that app dashboard is not an element node. We need to do the same that we did with the navbar. We need to add in the app component ts, we need to add here the dashboard component. Dashboard component. I will save the change, and now the error is done. Okay. I will go back to the dashboard component. Here I will put the route within a container, and also the container is going to have a margin top of 4 pixels, and I will put this route inside of here. I will save the change, and here we have the image. Here we are going to put the image. So there is one link that I like to go to in order to put the image. It is favicon, this one. No, this one not. It is flat icon, this one. So here you can filter. I will put here weather. And here you can choose whatever image you want. In my case, I will put, I don't know, maybe this one. I will download it. And then the image in our project is one location that it is good to put. It is in the assets. Here I will create another folder. I will call it image. And we need to put the image here. I will drag and drop the image. It is this one. I will change the, okay. We have here the image. I will change the name. I will put weather, maybe. Okay, and now we need to reference this image here in the component in the dashboard. So we have two ways. First, we need to create here the tag. The alt element is when we didn't found the image, we are going to see here the text. For example, if I put here emg, if I go back to the project, here we see this text. Okay, so now there are two ways in order to show here the image. We can use position relative or absolute. In this case, I will do relative. I will go up one level. I will go one level more and another more. I will go down to asset, image, and here we have the weather PNG. I will save the change. Let's see the size. It is super big, so maybe we can put here a width of 300 pixels and a height of 300 pixels. Let's see how it is big. I don't know. Okay, let's put 250 maybe. 250. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have here the weather. Now in the right part, we need to put an input and also a button. So let's go to our code. In this moment, we are using bootwatch, but we can use whatever class of bootstrap we want. For example, here I will put a button. The button is going to have a class of bootstrap that it is btn primary. Sorry, btn primary, and here we can put some text like get weather. I will save the change. Let's go back to our project, and here we have the button get weather. That it is a button for bootstrap. You can put also the class btn lg to do the button a little bigger. And okay, and before that we need to put here the input. The input is going to be the type text. We are going to apply the class of bootstrap form control, and also I will apply another class more for control lg in order to do the input bigger. And we are going to put a placeholder, enter your city. I will save the change. Here we have enter your city, but we have, well, okay. Here in the button, I will put a margin top of 2. And also, I want to put this enter your city in the middle. So in order to do that, we can go to the CS file, and I will say, okay, the elements input in this component, they are going to have I will put here texalign center. I will save both files. Let's see how this look like, and here we have enter to your city. Okay, I want to put now this button. I want to the size of this button. I want to be from here to here. So we can go to the bootstrap website, and here in the docs, if we go to the buttons here, we can see, if we scroll a little down, we can see here, well, okay, if you want to do the button larger, you can use this class, or this class if you want to do smaller. But if you want to use block buttons, you need to use this class. So I will copy this one. I will go back to our project, and here I will copy the codes, and I will put this button instead of these two other buttons. I will format the file, I will save the change, and here we have get weather. Okay, I need to remove this one. And here we have, okay. Last thing that I want to do, I will create here a new class that I will call size, and I will put this class in the button and also in the input. And in the dashboard component, I will say that this class it's going to have a font size of 2 rems. I will save the change in order to do this bigger. I will save also this, and here as you can see we have this a little bigger. So we have the HTML code. Now we need to create here the car body. So when we click this button, we are going to do the HTTP call, and we need to show the information here. So in order to do that, then after the row here, no, here I will put here a new class of bootstrap that it is card, and within this card I will create another class that it is card body, and here we are going to put, for example, the temperature, and also we are going to put the humidity and the weather, and also the weather. Okay, I will save the change here. I don't like this one. Maybe we need to put this one inside of this one. Okay, I will save the change here, and here we have the temperature, the humidity, and the weather. I will put here a margin top also in this card, margin top of 3, and also I will put okay, for now we are good. I will put here also another element in order to put this text in black color, you know. Let me sorry. Okay, here I will put the humidity, and here I will put the weather. So okay. Here we have the HTML of our page. Now we need to create our service. Okay, let's go here. We need to create the service. I will open here another tab. If you want to create the service, you need to use the command ng s, and then I want to create the service within this folder, and I will call it weather. Remember that the service, we use the service. One of the reasons that we use the service is to do the HTTP calls. We have also you can use the service. Another very common use is to share data between components and to reuse code. So here we have the weather. Okay, now we need to have our API. Okay, we are going to use the weather. How is the name? Weather open. I don't remember the name. This one, OpenWeatherMap. This one is the API that we are going to use. It's super easy to use. You need to log in, and then when you sign, you need to sign up first. You need to only put here your here you go here to sign in. You need to create an account. You need to put your username. Then you need to verify your account, and then you are going to have here. If you click in your user, you can see here my API keys. Okay. Okay. I don't remember the password. Okay. Okay, yeah, I have the password. And then one important thing that here you have the API keys. if you go to your email, the thing that you need to do is create another API, another key. Here you can put here your name, for example, test. You need to put generate, and this one maybe you need to wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes in order to use. Maybe you are going to have an error if you try to use it here like this, because you need to wait. Here when you sign in, you have here an email, and here it says, okay, you have this one, but this key needs to be is going to be activated in a couple of minutes or hours, but in my case it was activated in 10 minutes. So now what we need to do here, we have the API, and you have plenty of things to do. We're going to do a simple case in our case. If we scroll a little down here, we need to do click here in current weather data, and in our case the only thing that we are going to, no, this one, no, let me check. I want only the city. Yeah, this one. The only thing that we are going to use, this API, and we are going to pass through parameters or API or key, and also our city. Let's check this one. I will copy this one. I will put here in Google. Here we need to put the key, that in my case is this one, that it is activate. Okay, and here I will put, for example, London. I will create, and here you can see all the information based in London, which is the coordinates, the weather. You can see which is the temperature in Fahrenheit, which is the mean, the max, pressure, humidity, the wind. You have a lot. You can put a lot of information. What time is the sunrise, the sunset? Okay, maybe if you open here this one, you are going to see the data like this. In my case, I am seeing the data in this way because I am using JSON for JSON Chrome. This one, JSON Viewer, it's a plugin for in order to see the information in this way. Okay, here we have the. Let's go to our project. Here in the service, what we need to do, I will put here, I will create a new variable. I will call the variable URL. It is going to be the type string, and here I will put this one. But here we need to, okay, the API here, I will create another variable. You can put, it's okay if you put here, but I will create another variable that it is going to be the key. It's going to be an string, and then this one I will put first the API, this query parameter, and then we're going to concatenate this one, and also then we're going to concatenate which is the location. We need to concatenate this another query parameter. So I will create a new method that it is going to be the name getWeather. This method it's going to have as a parameter a city. The city is going to be the type string, and here I need to no, this is URL. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe this is API. I will put here, and here I will create a const that it is going to be the type string, and I need to concat. Okay, this one I will put here this. You can use here, in order to concatenate, you can use this approach, or also the backticks, the same. So here I will put this one, I will concatenate then the key, and then I need to concatenate, let me check here, I need to put, okay, this, and then I need to put the city. Okay, for now, okay, we can create now. In order to, but first we need to, okay, Um, in order to do in order to do HTTP request, we need to inject here a class. I will call the class HTTP, and we need to import the HTTP client. But if now I save the change, okay, now I don't have any problem because I need to inject the service in the dashboard, because the dashboard is going to, I mean, when the user, let's go to our project. When the user clicks here, the user is going to put something here, is going to click in the button, and we need to call to the service. Okay, this service is going to be used in the dashboard component. So here I need to create the constructor and inject the service in the constructor. So I need to I will create it is going to be private. The name is going to be weather service, and this one, it is I need to put the class that it is weather service. So now if I save the change, I don't have any problem. Okay, yet. Okay, here we have the weather service. I will create here the method when the user clicks in the when the user, here I have the problem maybe. Let me check. Okay, this is the problem that I wanted to show you. In order to do the HTTP request, we need to, in the weather, we need to use this class, but now we are using standalone components. In the previous version or Angular, in the app module, we added one module that it was HTTP client module, but now we need to do some configuration here in the config file. Here, let's go to here, and in the provides, we need to provide something in order to do the HTTP request. That it is provide HTTP, this one. So now, if we save the change and let's go back to our project, we don't have any error. Okay. I will save this one, and I will close everything in order to start again. So what we need to do now? We need, when the user types something here, we need to have this information, and then when we click here, we need to execute the method. So I will create a new method that it is going to be get weather, the name, and this method it's going to be trigger when the user clicks in this button. So I will use event binding here, click, and here I need to put the name of the method that I put here. So I will put get weather, and I will put here a console log to see if everything is correct. Click, I will save both files, and here if I click, as you can see here, we have click. Okay, the next objective that we have is when the user puts some city, I want to have the value that the user put in the HTML file. There are a few ways to do that. In this case, I will use banana inbox. In this case, I will put here the syntax is the following. You need to put this syntax. You need to use this directive that it is a directive pre-built for the Angular team, and here I need to put the variable where this data is going to be stored. So I will go back to the dashboard, and here I will put city. It is going to be the type string, and it is going to be initialized like a string, empty string. So here I will put city, but look what is going to happen. I will save the change, and here we have an error, and we can beat ng model since it isn't a known property of input. Remember to, if you want to use this directive, you need to import one module in the dashboard component. That the module, you need to import here forms, this module. I will save the change, and here, as you can see, we don't have any error. So let's check if this is going to work. Okay, instead of do this I will do a console log of the city. So now if I save the change, here I can put London, and as you can see here we have the value. If I put another thing like Barcelona, we have the value here. Okay, now we have here the value, but we need to call to the API. So in order to do that, we have here the service. So I will put here this weather service dot get weather, and okay, we need to work a little in this method. This method. Okay, first we can check if how the URL look like. So let me do a console log here of the URL and check if everything works properly. So here I will pass through parameters the city, and okay, what we are doing? The user puts something here, we are here in the city. Then the user clicks here, we are executing this method. This method is this method. Then this method is using this service that we are calling weather service, this method, and we are passing through parameters the city. And here we are getting the URL and we are printing the URL. So let's see if this works well. Here we have this one. I will copy this one to see if everything is working. And here we have a problem. What is going on? Okay, let me see if the key is correct. This is the key. I will refresh this one. Okay, the key is correct, but here I am putting something I am doing not well. Here it is the key. What is the problem? Let me save again the file. I will go back to our project. I will put again. Here it is this is the URL. Okay, here is the problem. Here the problem is that I need to put this character. Okay, the problem is here I need to put this character. After the key, I want to add one query parent more, and this was the problem. Okay, so let's go back to our project, and here the thing is we need to in order to do the HTTP request, we need to access to the HTTP instance that we are using here. The verb that we are going to use is a get because we want to get data. And then we need to pass through parameters the URL. That the URL is this one. URL. This one. But also, if you can see that this return an observable. So I will say that this method is going to return an observable, and for now I will put that it is going to be the type any, and then here I will put return. So now if I save the change and you go back to the dashboard component, this method return an observable, so you can put here, you can subscribe to the method. And when the API return the value, we are going to execute a function, in this case an arrow function, that it is going to receive some data, and here we can do a console log and print the data. So let's see if this works. I will save the change. Here I will put Madrid. I will put get weather, and as you can see here we have information about Madrid. If you put something like Vigo, you can see that here we have information about Vigo. But there is one thing that I don't like. You need to avoid always to use the type any. But this is a big object. But big object, I don't have energy to type manually. So one thing that you can do is copy this object, and you can interface change. I don't remember the name. Interface formatter. How is the formatter? This one? No. Uh, type JSON. I don't remember the name of there is one website that you can generate the types. This one. This is the site, quick type, and here you can go to open quick type, and here you need to put the name, and here you need to put which is the object. Okay, let me do this again because I have. You need to access to this website. Here you need to put the name. In this case, I will put weather, and then we need to copy this object. I will copy here, and here we have. Why import foundation? What is foundation? Main weather. What is going on here? Here you need to choose the language. In our case, we are going to use JavaScript. No, JavaScript, no. TypeScript. What is type? Here. And here it is our interface. So I will copy this, but I will copy only the interface to here. So I will copy this one. I will go back to our project, and here within the interface, I will create a new file that the name is going to be weather, and here I will paste the interface. I will save the change, and then we can say that the weather service is going to return a weather interface. I will import this one, and also I will say that this HTTP it's going to be the type weather. So I will save the change, and now look what happened. I will go back to the dashboard, and here you can put data dot, and you can see all the all of the things that you can do. And this is one good thing that you have. If you are typing, you are putting the correct names, and if you don't use the interface, you can misspell the words, and you can have bugs. Okay. What else? Okay, now I will create some variables. Temperature. I will create one variable in order to show the temperature. It is going to be the type string, and I will initialize it like an empty string. And this local variable is going to be equal to data dot main. And remember that in our case the temperature is sorry, this is not the string, this is number. It is in Fahrenheit, but in my case I want to put the information in Celsius, so I need to rest for this amount. So I will save the change. I will go back to the dashboard component, and here through string interpolation we can show them this data. So let me check if this works properly. Let's go back to our project. I will put here the city, and here we have the temperature in this moment. So I want to apply a pipe because I don't like to put this. So you can go to Angular pipe number. You need to use this one, that's the decimal pipe, and here you have some documentation, but basically we need to use something like that. The first number, it is the mean the mean amount of digit that you want to put. In our case, we are going to put 1, 2, 2, and look how it look like. I will copy this one. I will put here. Here we are going to have an error. What is the error? We are using this class, and we need to reference this class in our project. So if I save the change, we have this error. So in order to use this component, this class, we need to import this one, decimal pipe. So I will save the change. And now, as you can see, if we put here London, we are showing this information. If I put, for example, but here there is something that I don't like. I want to put, here I will put 1, 2, and 2. Always we are going to show 2 digits as a decimal. So look now. Okay, and I will concatenate always here also here. But okay, it's nice. I'm going to do the same with the humidity and the weather. So let's go to the humidity. I will create here another. It is going to be the type number, and I will initialize it with as a 0, and the weather is going to be the type string, and I will put an empty string. So also you can put the variable number or undefined. Okay, the humidity it's going to be equals to data.main.humidity, and then the weather is going to be equals to data to let me check the API. Here we have the object. It's going to be here we have an array. We need to access to the array to the first position, and in the first position we need to put here main. So what we need to do, we need to access to the weather property. This is an array, so I want to access to the array. I want to access to the first position, and in the first position I want to access to the property main. So I will save the change. I will go back to the dashboard, and I will copy this. No, I will put okay. I want to show the humidity, and then here I will put the weather. So let's save the files. Weather. Okay, I will save the change, and let's see if this works. Here, as you can see, you have the temperature, the humidity, and the rain. So, but I want to this card. I don't want to show this card. I want to when the user enters to the page. I don't want to show this card. Okay, what we can do? We can create another variable that it is query. I will put query. It is going to be a boolean, and it is going to be false. Then when the user clicks in the button, we are going to put that the query, here, when we have the data, I will put here that the query, it is going to be true. And now we can go to the dashboard component, and here I will say, okay, this card is going to be shown only when the property query is true. But remember, now I am using this directive, and in our project we are using a standalone component. We need to say to the component that we are going to use a standalone component. If not, we are going to have this error. So what we need to do, we need to go to this component, and here I need to import the class ngIf. Now, if I save the change, as you can see, we are not seeing the card. And now, if I put the data, we are seeing this information. Okay, but what happens if the user put some information here that doesn't match with anything. We need to handle this. So in order to handle this, we need to show a message first. So I will go again to bootwatch. I will go here. I will search for our template, and I will use here. I will use this. So I will copy the code. I will go back to the dashboard, and here maybe we can create a new component. The objective of the video is not component state the app, but if you want to create a new component, you can. In my case, I will copy the code here, and I will delete the button, and also I will delete this second. I will delete this. I will save the change to see if everything is working. Here we have the message, and the message is going to be we can put here error, we cannot find a result, or whatever message you want. I want to put this message in the center. So in order to do that, I will put here a class, but the class it's going to be here. I will put here text center. I will save the change, and here we have the error, we cannot find the result. Okay, but we need to do a few things here. We need to, well, here there is a city. We need to catch this error. We have a few ways. We can create an interceptor, we can handle in the service, or also we can handle here in the component. If you see here in the subscription, okay, let's go to the here. If I can use another parameter, and the subscriptions receive as a parameter three things: the next value, the error, and also the complete. So here I can put error, and I can put here which is the error. Okay, here I can put hello error. I will save the change, and here as you can see, here we are showing the error. But as you can see here, this method is deprecated. We can go to the site here and see what is. We need to use this syntax. Okay, you need to subscribe to the value, and this is going to return three methods: the next value, the error, and the complete when this is complete. So what we need to do, we need to do a little refactor here. I will copy this method, I will paste here, and what we need to do is here I will delete this one, and I will copy this object here, and this is the next value. This is this data that we have here. We need to put here in this arrow function. So here I will delete this one, I will put the body, and I will copy this, and I will put here the value, and here I will put data. So now I can delete this one, and this is the structure that you need to use in your project if you want to use an error. You need to put this structure. Okay. So now we have here the error. The complete I'm not going to use, so I can delete this. So here in the error, what we need to do, what we should do. I will save the change. We need to show the message, but this message we need to create a new variable that it is going to be the name error. It is going to be a boolean, and I will initialize as a false. I will say that this class is going to be shown also only when we have an error, and I need to say here, okay, what do we need to say? I need to set the error here when we have an error to true. Also, if we have an error, we need to okay, we have here. Okay, first we need to show the error. error true. I need to save the change. Here we are showing the error, but I want to put only also the this variable as an empty. What we can do is put the city as an empty, and I want to last thing that I want to put is this message I want to show only for a few seconds. So what we can do, we can create here a set timeout. It is a class of JavaScript, and I will put okay. After 3 seconds, I will put the error as a false. If we save the change, you can see that here we have the message, and after 3 seconds, the message is gone. Okay, we can do a little improvements in the application, but the main objective we did that it is create a use an API extern, and also we see some different things like we create the interface and so on. If you think that the video was useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channels, ring the bell to stay in the loop when I release new videos.